We live? I think we live. Shit, I don't know. We about to find out, though. Alright, y'all, look. So, I got about 10 minutes to talk. I don't know if we live or not. I don't really go live that much on here. But, some people wondering if these, I don't know why they calling them drones now. Some of it's possible that it is a drone. But, personally, I believe that most of them crafts are UFOs. They unidentified. But why? Some people feel like, okay, we might be up under attack with extraterrestrial activity. I really don't think so. If they wanted to do something to us, they would have been dead a long time ago. Because the people on the planet, the ones in power specifically, have been destroying this planet. Okay, if anything, if they're going to interfere with us, it's because they're trying to stop us from totally annihilating this planet, probably due to nuclear war or something. They might know something we don't know. But personally, I don't think that these beings are going to do us any harm. And y'all just think about it, right? If they ain't did nothing yet, they ain't going to do nothing. The only person that I feel like that may do something to America is probably Farad Muhammad. That's the only person I can think of. According to Elijah Muhammad, he's supposed to destroy America due to the mistreatment that European Caucasian Americans have done to the so-called black people in America. Now, I get that. That makes sense. Because they ain't faced no karma. So where the fuck is the karma for that? You know? That makes sense. But as far as a outside entity coming from another planet, destroying this world, I really don't see it. I really don't. Now, you know what? I read in Live Saying Rapper's book, The Cave. No, what is it? It's called The Hermit. When this hermit was abducted on a spaceship, he said that they was having a council meeting. It was all different beings from all over the galaxy on this big-ass mothership. And they was having this big-ass meeting. And the meeting was based on, should we wipe out the humans and reseed them again? And the admiral was like, nah, if we reseed them again, the problem's still gonna be there. But the biologist was like, nah, we need to get rid of them because they out of control. They polluting the atmosphere. They destroying stuff that shouldn't be destroyed. They don't know how to get along. But the admiral was like, nah, because if you get rid of them and you reseed them again, the problem's still gonna be there. So, and then the Quran said it is easy for us to make a man than it is to make a planet. So if anything, let's say now, if you tie the Quran and you tie the Lama from Tibet, which he's of a high spiritual order, if you tie his book, The Hermit, with the Quran, and then you take the Bible says, I shall make all things new. That means that God is anti to this world. He's against everything that's going on in this world, which means that he will be like an antichrist to society today because he's against the school system. He's against the food system, the GMOs and all that. He's against the way that the system is set up and ruled and racism. He's against all this shit. So God, according to the Bible, would be anti to this world. That would make him like an antichrist to the average person, right? Because he's coming to make all things new. That's according to the Bible. I will make all things new, as it say. Then the Quran talks about, we just tying all these books in, right? We're trying to make some sense out of this shit. So the Quran talks about he shall come and say Allah shall come in ranks with ranks of angels on the day of judgment. Ranks and ranks. You got all these different spaceships showing up, UFOs or whatever the word they want to use. They didn't change it to drones now. But Anybody with common sense can look at some of this shit out there and see that it's interdimensional. It look like it's almost like holographic. Some people saying it's a hologram. It could be a hologram. Who knows? But from what I've read, when I read Messages from the Hollow Earth, and when I was reading Live Saying Rappers book, The Hermit, most of these crafts are coming from within the earth. There's a subterranean kingdom that's within our earth that is known as Agartha. Then you got the ancient Egyptians or the Kemites. They talked about a subterranean world in which they regarded as the halls of Amenti. And then when you go into the Emerald tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, he talk about Shambhala, Shem, Temple, Allah, God, Shambhala. So you got Shambhala, and you got Agartha, you got all these different time frames of cultures talking about people that's in the inner earth. But in Messages from the Hollow Earth by Diana Robinson, she talks about these beings that live inside the earth, and they got all these spacecrafts. And these spacecrafts are coming from out of the South Pole, North Pole, some instances over in like in the oceans. They coming out the oceans, out the water. So let's say they staging a UFO invasion. What's the point of them staging a UFO invasion, though? Like, what would be the point of them staging a UFO invasion? To bring everybody together, according to Phil Snyder, so they can bring in this new world order of theirs to where your money currency would totally be annihilated. Now everybody would have to... And not only that, that shit would destroy religion. Excuse me. That would destroy a religion, period. The Jesus concept would be challenged to the max. The pastor wouldn't have no job no more because you ain't explaining this shit, pastor. Ain't nowhere in the Bible where it said this. They ain't say nothing about beings that was interdimensional, beings coming from out of the earth, beings coming from outside the earth. Explain this shit. So what religion is these people then? Okay, so how are they getting to God? Do they got to go through Jesus to get to God? To get to the Creator? No, they ain't never heard no damn Jesus. They don't know nothing about that tale, that story that was made up. They don't know nothing about none of that. So here we is thinking on earth, the only way you can get to God, you got to go through Jesus. What about these other people, though? Don't know nothing about none of these biblical... And you know why they don't know nothing about it? Because we don't know shit about theirs. And we don't know nothing about theirs. They probably don't know nothing about ours. Common sense, really. Let me see if anybody's saying anything in this chat. Take these glasses off. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all think these drones, y'all think this government stuff? Hey, I'm just looking at it from all angles. This could be government planet. All this could be. This could be the government's, this could be their whole thing. Like Phil Snyder, the one that lost his life for exposing the secret alien agenda. Phil Snyder said that they're trying to look for a way to depopulate the planet by 2029. And he said that they're going to stage an alien invasion. So, for all we know, these could be drones, and they're operating the drones, shooting at each other in the sky, making it look like somebody's actually having some type of in the sky war. But it's really them shooting at each other using a drone, because you ain't got to be in a drone to operate it. You could be sitting somewhere else in a far distance, sitting in the room operating a drone. All you need is the camera on it to see it. They got drones now. They can see an ant taking the shit. Zero in on. They got the technology of these lenses that they got on these drones is spectacular. And the drones that we get is like 80 years old. They give us all the old shit. So secretly, underground in their laboratories and shit, they been had this stuff for years. And when they get bored with it, they send it to the surface dwellers, us. And we like, oh, look at this new stuff. But really, it's really old. So that means that they're far advanced. The military got all this. They're far more advanced than what we think they are. Anyway, I'm just wondering, y'all. Somebody happened, do I know that? New Jersey been lit with these UFOs. New York, I seen some shit like prophecy concerning New York. It's supposed to get flooded. You know, that's according to the Akashic Records coming from Lab Saint Rempa, a Tibetan Lama. According to the Akashic Records, coming from the Lama from Tibet, California's supposed to fall off the map. Part of Florida supposed to fall off the map. Or sink, submerge, or whatever. Other land masses are supposed to upmerge. Y'all just gotta go research Lama from Tibet, Love Same Ramp. Interesting guy. They need to make a movie on the dude. He was one of the guys that took over the body of an Englishman through transmigration because his Tibetan body had been beat so bad by the Japanese embassy. Or was it the Chinese? I think it was the Chinese embassy. They did him real dirty, right? So in order for him to complete his task in life, he had to take over the body of an Englishman with the Englishman's consent. And this transmigration goes back to ancient Egypt, Kemet. So some people that you think is that person really ain't that person when you go into the esoteric field of things or the occult. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Let me get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed day.